Pastor Mark here, and we're at the entryway to our new North Wing facility. As you can see, not quite done, but we're making a lot of progress, and we thought we'd give you an update on where we are and where we're headed. So let's go on inside. Pastor Mark Miller here inside the new North Wing with Harry Davis, who is on our Second Century Committee and helping us to make sure as we get towards the final phases of construction that we're going to be open in a couple more months. Harry, tell us a little bit about what this space is. I know we've looked at it before, but refresh everybody's memory.
Okay. Well, we're back again here in the gathering space, which is kind of our entry, our communal space for coming into the church. Behind the wall here to our right is the sanctuary.
Right.
Back behind me is the door. Back behind that toolbox back there that goes into the sanctuary. Front doors to this whole space to our left here. And as we talked before, this wall here along from that inside corner there to this corner will be
the Lumisplash?
Lumisplash, thank you, Mark.
Yep.
Lumisplash panel that you'll be able to see from the street. The drywall is up and being finished now, and it's starting to take shape, so you can see the steps in the ceiling as it vaults up, as well as the foyer and the height of the foyer going up. And pretty soon there'll be ceiling tile going in right above us here, and there'll be a chandelier that hangs down. And then as we move back across the space, we have ceiling variations, steps and ceilings, different levels. And we move over into our welcome reception center.
You know, Harry, one of the things I realize as I'm standing here, this is a lot of space. It's open, the ceilings are high. It gives a very nice, comfortable feel, like you're entering into a very spacious, modern facility.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I can just imagine us having coffee, talking, spending time together. This will be a great space. It'll be a great first impression for new folks in the community who might come to visit our church. Yeah.
You could easily put several hundred people in here in a service setting in the morning between services and where everybody's gathering together. Yeah. And then it becomes, as we talked in the past about being a hub, this becomes that hub.
Yeah.
For going back into the multi-purpose area or back through the corridors to either the sanctuary or to the south wing. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. Well, let's go take a look at the big room.
Okay.
All right. Well, Harry, here we are in the big room that we're going to call the Oceanside Pavilion. And this room is designed for multi-purpose. We can worship in here. We have great technology in here, so we can do presentations and other types of activities. It's going to be great for Wednesday night suppers. It's just an expansive, beautiful indoor space. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, there's so many features here. Let's try to orientate everyone first and foremost. Over here to my right is essentially the area that looks to the west and will look out on the children's playground area and the parking lot. Behind us is the north wall of the building, and that is in essence the 19th Street area. Over to our left here, we have the eastern wall, if you will, and that will be where our stage area is for anything presentation-wise that we're doing. As Mark spoke about, we'll have screens on the wall up there for projection.
And these are huge screens. That's going to be great. The camera system and the projection system are all high definition, so it'll really look sharp.
You start now to see things taking shape. We've got the cloud ceilings going in. We've got exposed structure above that that's now been finished painted. And you start to get that perspective of what it's going to look like. The cloud ceilings are on multiple different levels. So it's kind of an up and down, push and pull kind of an effect. There's significant detail in the wall finish with the reveals and the lighting that's going to be going in here. It's just going to be magnificent.
You know, Harry, one of the things that really strikes me about this room is you all did a great job of making sure the ceiling is high for the size of the room that we have here. One of the challenges of our old fellowship hall was the room was big, but the ceiling was low.
Very low.
And when you walked in, it gave you sort of a cramped, crowded feel.
Yeah.
This gives you that expansive, relaxed, feel that I think we're trying to look for in our architecture. So great job. Looks great.
And there's one other thing that you don't see here because it's kind of behind the curtain, and that is storage.
Yeah.
There's significant amounts of storage available in the layout of this space for chair storage and table storage and decorations and stage props and all kinds of different things. More storage than we've ever had, which is certainly great in any new facility you build.
Yeah, it's great.
And then over here, a little bit further to the right, is the area where you can enter into the kitchen, where you can pick up food and that type of thing for different events.
So Harry, we are now in the kitchen area, and wow, it's huge.
Yeah, very much so. This is a professional commercial kitchen setup. I mean, as you can see here, we've got the range hood, and in days to come, we'll have a range here.
Yep.
And then over here, the dishwashing area, well, we've got a pass-through for that as well. And beyond the dishwashing area, we've got an exterior door there that goes out into the alleyway and accesses 19th Street.
That's great.
And then behind us, which we can't see right now, but behind us we have the freezers and coolers and storage rooms behind there that all serve this kitchen.
This is a commercial kitchen. This is going to be really significant, and wow, it's going to be something when it's all done.
Straight ahead of us here, the pass-through area to the multi-purpose room, or
the Oceanside Pavilion.
Oceanside, thank you. And then to our south is the connectivity to the gathering space out in the lobby. Large expanse of wide open doors. You're not coming through just a single 3-foot wide opening. You probably have 25 feet there of opening space-wise for people coming and going between that gathering space and here.
Well, Harry, here we are back in our lobby area, right in front of what will be our welcome center. And then, as you mentioned, this nice passageway that leads over to the south wing and the children's area, which again makes this nice traffic flow.
We're essentially standing at the front of the new welcome desk, and as you can see, the ceiling, the soffit that will be up there is starting to take shape. Should be hanging drywall on that very quickly. This kind of takes us from the front door in. At this point is kind of the turning point. You either go to the multi-purpose room, down the corridor to our left to the south wing, back over here, either multi-purpose room or kitchen, and behind me the stairs that go up to the second floor.
I see the elevator space. They're getting ready for the elevator.
Yeah, elevator is now in progress, and we've got, this desk is pretty massive. I mean, if you think about it, it's going to be standing out essentially wall to wall across here, so very welcoming.
What a nice feature as you're coming in. This just says to people, this is where you come if you have questions or need information or just want to get, you kind of introduce yourself if you're new. And I love the semicircle kind of feature. It's just ideal. Okay, Harry, now we are upstairs, and this is space that we haven't been able to show before that we get to show now. And we're in one of our classrooms. This room is huge.
It is.
It's beautiful. I see there's going to be places for a large flat screen televisions. I also see that it's wired for the T-coil for hearing impaired. For those of you in the Agape Sunday School class, this is the designated area where your Sunday School class will be meeting on Sunday mornings. It'll also be used by other groups, but it is a beautiful space.
It really is. It is essentially right above the gathering space that we were in just previous to this.
Yeah.
So you're kind of over top of that gathering space. Over to your left, our left, is the multi-purpose room. That wall, beyond that wall, is multi-purpose room. And then behind us is the connection really to looking across the roof and to the sanctuary and to the steeple there above it. And out the door here to the right outside the door is the elevator to the first floor. And right behind that are restroom facilities for this floor. Yeah. And then behind that, over to the east, we have additional classroom space and storage. More storage than what we had on the first floor.
So this second floor is designed for multi-purpose, lots of different activities, Sunday school classes, Bible studies. It can be used in a variety of ways, which gives us the flexibility in our programming ministries to be able to use this space for a variety of purposes. That's just great. That's great. And different sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tremendous amount of space upstairs that you don't even know is here unless you come looking for it.
Yeah. I'm just impressed how big this is. Yeah. Well, Harry, here we are outside in the sort of the grand entrance. As people park in the parking lot or come down the street, this is what they will see. And as they approach the facility, this is the way they will come. And I am struck by the beauty of the windows, the great feature there, the front entrance, nice and tall and welcoming. This just says, come on in. And then this beautiful architectural feature of the dumpster that I think probably ought to stay here. What do you think? No.
Hope not.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us a little bit about this area.
Here in front of us, we've got essentially the entry sidewalk up against the parking area. The dumpster will be gone, promise you. and this will be a magnificent lawn area that goes over to 19th Street. There'll be a connection sidewalk that comes into the front entry. Behind us, we've got the children's playground area. This is the base material that's going in for it now.
All right.
And of course, we'll have fence panels up here that will be protecting them
Right.
as well. And then as you come to the church now, you'll see this whole area that we're standing in is wrapped in construction fencing material. That will all be gone.
Right.
And this will all be completely open in a wide facility type setting. And it'd be
great.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But walking straight from the parking lot at 19th Street and Pacific, straight across and into the front doors and to the gathering space, and then off to the different zones and classrooms and sanctuary and everything else from there.
Well, Harry, again, we are continuing to keep this project in our prayers. We're continuing to practice patience because this work takes a while, and we're just excited for the day when we'll be in here working and being in ministry together. And until that day, we just keep pressing on.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, everybody, and we look forward to the grand opening, which we don't know when it'll be yet, but it's coming.